In 2018 alone, Nigeria proposed a total revenue of 7.17 trillion, but generated about 5.32 trillion naira, with the non-oil sector contributing about 54%. Estimates from the Federal Inland Revenue Service (FIRS) says this is about 2.87 trillion naira. Nigeria's value-added tax rate at 5% still remains one of the world's lowest.
Taxes are imposed for the benefit of the citizens. You come up with a policy like taxation because there is a particular problem of the people you want to address.
With low revenues from VAT, many blame Nigeria's abysmal VAT collection figures to the informal nature of the nation's retail space. While government must resort to taxation to help provide much-needed infrastructure, however, most Nigerian states are not collecting enough taxes and therefore can be termed insolvent. An investigation into the taxation regime in Akwa Ibom State reveals grand-scale corruption, ceding of the income collation to non-state actors, and a desegregated tax collection process.
Much of the money collected goes into private pockets rather than go to government coffers, and that's the dilemma of the tax collection. You know, it's most of it goes into individuals, and so for me, I see it as government inhumanity and wickedness against its citizens to perpetrate that kind of scheme to empower certain persons over the impoverished citizens of their states and local governments.
The government is aware. Most people knows that it is people in power that institute this. Only that it is not legislated. That is why it's illegal. So even if no matter what, those money doesn't go to state, and so the state cannot make budget based on revenue coming from that direction, and so it is just exploitation.
At the Ibrahim Babangida Avenue roundabout in Uyo, one billboard encourages residents to meet up with their tax obligations. But the question is, do taxes and levies meant for residents end up in government coffers? This in-depth investigation reveals several puzzling trends. A chat with some in the civil society say this is a manifestation of corruption in the tax system.
The level of corruption, again, like I said, is really very pervasive because we see this not just at the federal level, but at the lower levels of governance. And taxation is an instrument with which government should find the revenue with which it should bring about the developmental aspirations of the people at the grassroots. But when you have the taxation process hijacked by interests that run contrary to the public good, then you have some of the challenges we have currently. So you have all of these issues of outsourcing tax collection to private individuals. If
nobody sees that as corruption, I don't know what else would be corruption. It's a terrible thing. The way it's a carefully orchestrated thing, and that's why during the election, some certain young men fight and are ready to die to ensure that they deliver on a certain candidate, especially at the local government level or whether it's a state constituency election. They fight hard. Now, these are the guys who get compensated with agency, to collect taxes.
A visit to the popular Ibom Plaza area at the heart of Uyo confirms business owners pay a form of levy.
At first, when I came in, that was 2017, I came and met the monthly levy of 500. I came and met the one of 1,000, where we pay 1,000 every month. Then after, the money was reduced to 500 naira, and recently, that started like 3 months or 2 months ago. We are now paying on daily basis. They will give us a ticket and then we pay 100 naira for the tickets.
Normally before we pay 2,000 naira a monthly, but now they've changed the system. So we pay 100 naira a day, which is 3,000 at the end of the month.
Before it was monthly, but later it becomes daily. when they changed the new government, like the new chairman we had.
Before, they used to collect 2,000 per month, but as the government can't change, they can't give our chairman suspension. I be then change and that chairman. We never get new chairman, but they just remove the chairman. I don't understand, but just tell us say we never, as in the former chairman say they don't remove and say they go to elect, appoint another chairman. Since the man come out, so we dey pay 100 every day.
Also at the Itam market area, tricycle operators and petty traders confirm they are not left out in the payment of one form of levy or the other.
I've been riding this keke for the past 5 years now, where we have been paying levies depending on how you operate. Because since the time of the past commissioner, Mr. Ntugode, we have been levied so heavily. But when Umanessen come as a commissioner for transport, we reduce it. Because Okpabio, they intervene on our behalf. So when Okpabio intervened, we were buying ticket of 400 initially, but Okpabio come and reduce the ticket to 200 naira, which we have been paying 200 naira every day.
I buy ticket, yes, I buy the ticket from the government, and we bought it to 200 naira.
I dey pay every week 2 times, Saturday and Sunday. They pay 200 to villagers. They say they be villagers, they organize and send group that they collect money 2 times a week. But every day I dey pay is when the market people come. They collect every day 300.
Ironically, some of the business owners do not know the identities of those collecting levies from their businesses or whether it ends up in government coffers.
Before we had a chairman and all of that, now they just come like just 2 guys. I don't even know who is their boss and all of that, I don't know. But it was an order given that this is how you people will be paying every day, and everybody accepted it.
Some people come inform a specific person saying that they just come to get the 100, we know them, about 2 people which they come and get the 100 naira a token from us each day. But we don't know how they pay the money to the people collecting the money.
Apart from knowing them by their faces, they only claim to be plaza management, to which there is no particular ID card or any approval to that, but we just know them as plaza management. We know their faces. They come here every day.
They just tell us, say, see people who go to collect money for now until we get new chairman. They don't tell us that they work with state government or now people just they control us for now. Just they collect money.
An attempt to reach out to the Akwa Ibom State Commissioner for Information, Charles Udo, to get more details on collected levies proved abortive, as he ceased picking his calls when he was told of the topic. This, some in the civil society believe, is proof of government's complicity, as they describe several eyewitness encounters with these informal agents.
There's a shop across the road where the lady sews. They came and they asked that she should pay 50,000 naira a year. That's not the rent of the shop, that's taxation. And she said to them, in a year, I don't make 50,000 naira as profit. You know, I just have a machine here that I'm just trying to survive. You know, I don't make, my rent is there. I pay for electricity. I have to buy fuel for the generator to run. Those are all cost of production, you know. So there's no way she can make 50,000 a year in a little shop that is not up to 3 feet by 4 feet, you know, and you're asking her to pay 50,000. They said, okay, can you pay 30? I mean, if there was a tax rate, would they be negotiating? There was another incident we found. Somebody walked into somebody's shop and said, you've been appraised, this is demand notice, pay 7,000 naira. The lady said, I don't have 7,000 naira. And he crossed the 7,000 naira and wrote 5,000. Okay, pay 5,000. The lady said, I don't have 5,000 naira. He said, this woman, I'll come back tomorrow, you need to pay. He came back the next day. The woman said, I don't have 5,000 naira. And he said, okay, what do you have? The woman said, I can pay 2,000 naira. He collected the 2,000 naira. No other receipt was given other than the demand notice. Whose pocket do you think that is going to?
The platform host of the Akwa Ibom State Tax Justice and Governance Platform, Harry Udo, says high-handed tactics are used on these businesses.
There's a case that we tried to follow up for a time, and we tried to get the U local government chairman, this current one, to speak with us, to meet with us Till today, he refused to meet with us for reason I don't know. But what happened? This woman just came in with her wares on in a tricycle. She stepped out, brought out plantain from the vehicle, from the tricycle, brought out the first bunch, the second bunch. She was offloading her wares that she just got back from the bush market. And these young hoodlums came and said she needed to pay landing 200 naira or 100 naira thereabouts. And she says, well, I'm still offloading. Let me finish offloading my ware. They said, no, we can't wait. Pay us now. The woman said, let me finish offloading. They grabbed a bunch of her plantain and were walking away. She's a pregnant woman. She ran after them and tried to, collect her plantain, a bunch of plantain from her. They pushed her. She landed on her butt, and immediately the water broke. She became unconscious.
Some of the business owners confirmed these allegations.
If you don't pay, they take up your things. Here they will take, like 3 days ago, they took my devices. That was Friday. We managed to collect the devices yesterday evening. And when they take it to Plaza Police Station, where you have to go and pay a huge amount of money to regain that device again from them.
They say they want government to reconsider reducing these levies, making the tax collection regime more organized.
I'm not happy paying that because it's too much, the 100 naira we pay a day. Considering the amount we pay, like the one we normally pay to the government, which is 2,000 naira, which is preferable. But the one we pay 3,000 naira, it's not everybody that can, the 100 naira, it's not everybody that can meet up that amount, that 100 naira a day. Because there are some days here, especially the days when it's raining, whereby we don't get people to purchase their products. So we are not happy about that.
Before, when we were paying monthly, you just pay 2,000 naira. But now, if you calculate 100 naira times a month, it's like 2 something going to 3,000. But now it's much more than the former one we were paying. So it's too much. Some people, you just come here a day, they don't even sell. Like people that sell back, all those things like 1,500, 2,000. It's very possible for you coming here a day and you won't even sell one bag, and you still have to pay that levy of 100 naira.
Say for plazas we dey sell, no be everybody as in they make much gain every day. E favour some people, no favour some people. As in take day. So on Saturday, on Saturday they're supposed to give am free day. On Saturday, we're not supposed to pay on Saturday. We're supposed to pay ordinary day because that time we dey pay to 2,000, e favour us pass than now we dey pay 100 every day, which is a month is 3,000 something.
While Akwa Ibom State is one of the states in the country that cannot meet its expenditures using internally generated revenue collected from tax, the call to the government remains simple: reduce non-uniform levies collected by business owners, eradicate informal collection agents from the tax collection system, and ensure all levies collected end up in government coffers.
I will plead with the government that the government should look properly into this plaza, because this plaza is a structure established by the government, and they encourage young people to come in here, sell whatever they have. If you have a little business you do, you get a little space, you display your goods, customer come in and you make a living from it, or you make ends meet from it. So government should come in and give us proper regulations that will guide and direct everything that happens here, not allowing anybody to just come in and get money all in the name of plaza management, which we don't even know the management. We don't even know who is this management. We only see people coming out to collect money on a daily basis. So government should take full control of it.
Well, we'll tell them to reduce the amount that we pay, maybe 15 naira a day. It's okay.
The money too high for me. We have talked to reduce the money, the price. They did not agree.
What I will tell government is may they reduce the price of the ticket. There's no need to tax us again because we too suffer. I'm telling you, we too suffer this naira.